USC quarterback. What up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
How was that?
what
Did
I
you
play.
have to learn the mechanics of it entirely?
You know, it was funny. Before starting the film, they asked about my prior experience as a football player, and I was just like, yeah, like I played in high school. I played a little Pop Warner growing up, the whole thing. And so they're like, are you comfortable throwing a football? Like, obviously, you could have played any position, but like, can you throw?
Right.
And I was like, yeah. If not, I'm gonna learn, because there's no way I'm gonna, especially for my first movie, I'm definitely not gonna use like any kind of stunt double for it, because like I feel like it was more of like an ego thing. I was like, I gotta be out there doing the thing, because then
I gotta be out there spinning it.
exactly.
Yeah,
I gotta
of
be,
course.
slinging that thing. So then, I worked with. We shot in Victoria, Canada.
Okay.
And so I worked with. There's like a semi-pro football team out there. Funny enough, and
Was it not CFL?
I don't know.
Okay.
Might have been.
It might have been.
Might have been.
It was
That's
like
not semi-pro.
Maybe.
That's
Semi-pro is different. Yeah, no,
Right.
no,
It
it's
was
not CFL.
Well, they had
So you
like
practiced with them?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh, that's actually sick. Like
Yeah.
full practice.
Well, no. They had like finished full practice, and then their starting quarterback came over and like ran me through some drills, and like we borrowed some of their receivers. And then, funny enough, a few of them were in the movie.
Okay.
Which is really cool.
Oh, like extras playing receiver.
Yeah,
That's hard.
So they like actually act as well, and they're like, yeah, we just kind of do this on the side.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yeah.
The football or the acting? And they were like,
a little bit of both.
yeah, they
Yeah,
were like, depends.
Whatever you think.
When you ask.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
So it was cool. Like, he taught me, just more mechanical things. He was like, this will look better on camera, like face that way. And I was just like, oh, it's a lot more technical, because when I just go throw it with my friends, I'm like, yeah, it's fine.
Right. But you got to look right.
On
You gotta
camera.
look right. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's one thing that, like, I don't know about you, Mo. That's like one thing that I see a lot in like early 2000s football movies is like the quarterback
terrible.
can never throw.
No.
And like that's the one thing I like. You went viral clearly for the not my name quarterback.
Yeah.
But like in the clip, you were like,
No,
it
that was
looked like
a
you,
good-
it's
yeah.
like proper form. You got the hips
Thanks.
through the shoulders. You were throwing it though. So I got to give you some respect for that one. You know.
Thank you.
You know, obviously you got your start, like I guess in this like whole entertainment world, like through TikTok.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, like, how was that journey? You know, starting off, what was like your first TikTok introduction, and when did it become like, oh, this is something that like is actually gonna be like career for me?
Funny enough, it's a long story, but going all the way back to COVID, honestly, I was going my freshman year at University of Portland. I was playing soccer there, Portland, Oregon, and was there, for my freshman year, and then around, like, I think I had 2 or 3 months left, around like March of 2020, we get that blast email. I remember it so vividly when we were on campus being like, you guys got to get off campus, like evacuate. And we were like, what? And so I went back to Phoenix, and then just to kill time, I was staying sharp, training, and just waiting for that text or email to come back. So I was doing online school, waking up, practicing, working out, doing the thing. And that text just never came. And so in that meantime, I downloaded TikTok because I saw my sister around the house like making videos, and I was like, what are you doing? Like, who's seeing this? Like, why are you making these videos?
Yeah.
And she was like, it's just for fun, just to keep in touch with like my like college friends. I was like, okay. And I'm an athlete. I needed something to like wake me up at that moment. And so I was like, I bet in 2 weeks I could have more followers than you. And she's like, it's not like that. Like, I'm not doing it for that. And I was like, yeah, but I'm about to do it for that.
And you got
And
competitive with it.
Yeah. And I was like, she had the head start on me. And so I downloaded the app that night and was like, all right, what are guys like my age that look like me doing on this app? And then
Thirst traps.
I quickly realized I was like, oh no, like what did I sign up for? And it was truly like in hindsight, like an out of body experience. Like I was like, what came over me to do that? Because I've never been like a performer. I never did any, like sports was all I did growing up. My parents were teachers. Like I was not ever in front of a camera. So whatever came over me to like set my phone up and all of a sudden like develop this like comfortability in front of it was so foreign to me. But that night I posted it. I woke up to it, like blew up overnight, and I was like, oh, that was cool. I all right, well,
let's do it again.
That's that. Yeah. And then, yeah, it was a mix of that.
Yeah.
Like I showed my sister, I was like, that was easy.
Right.
And then she was like, that's not normal. Like you should maybe continue this. And I was like, all right, well, I can't just do more of that. Like I gotta just make videos that I enjoy. And so that's what I did. It literally just became like almost this like boredom chronicle of the pandemic for me. Like I was just like anything that I was gonna do anyway, I just recorded it, posted it. And so whether it was working out or soccer in the backyard, baking with my mom, doing trending dances, like it was all of it. And people just seemed to enjoy it. And then that's when, at that time, it was just a number on a phone, right? Like I didn't, all of a sudden,
you didn't see anybody with it.
I didn't see anybody.
Exactly.
And then all of a sudden, like when I hit 1 million, it was like when I hit 1 million within a month, I was like, oh, cool. It's like, what does that mean? And I was just like, it's just a number. Like I truly had no education on like how to scale this or how to monetize it in any way. And to be fair, at that time, I wasn't able to monetize because the NIL.
Bro, I was about to say that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was a year before.
It was a year. So, okay, so you still probably got some eligibility left. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe.
To play,
if you wanted to play, right?
Like
I'm done with you. You're done with it.
No, trust me.
Have you thought about it?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I think, there's been sleepless nights, like kicking myself and being like, what if? And
but if it was a year later, you probably would have stayed playing and still monetizing, right?
That's the thing. Like in hindsight, I don't know if I would have done anything different. But yeah, if the NIL deal was passed a year earlier, who's to say like what would have happened?
What Libby did at LSU.
That's what I was gonna say. Like having that a mega following and then also being an athlete. I feel
that
like
helps even more.
Being attached to a school is like
exactly.
Too.
100%. And I try not to look too deep into it because then I would like really go into a rabbit hole of like, damn, like I could have done both. Like what could have been, but then
way better than me. I'd have been spinning.
right.
But I kind of just had to play the hand you can't play the cards that were at hand. And so I was just like, I almost like looking back, I'm pretty grateful for it because it almost forced me to commit to one thing so fully as opposed to if the NIL deal were passed, then I would have been pretty split between the two, and I would have like, I don't know, I know what it's like being an athlete, so like, to be honest, I don't know if I would have liked how split my attention would have been just naturally. Like I really like just like locking in, and so that's what I think. Yeah, I like to think everything happens for a reason, and so it made me commit to one, pursue it, and I like to think that I made the right decision. Who's to know?
It's worked out.
I mean,
you just took the competitiveness from like the sports world and then took it towards the entertainment.
100%. Yeah,
exactly.
No regrets.
Yeah, it worked out. You're in movies.
Yeah. Speaking of movies, Sideline 2.
Let's
go, baby.
Yeah. Thank you.
When's it come out?
It comes out in Thanksgiving. God, I was gonna say in November. It's already November.
Right. It's already November.
Cool. Thanksgiving Day is when it comes out.
Yeah, congratulations, bro.
Thank
so
you.
you're doing the media tour. Were you in Italy for that?
Yeah, it was just in Rome.
Okay.
And then did some stuff in New York, doing some stuff here in LA. Just kind of doing the thing to get the word out.
Yeah. The not my name quarterback thing, bro. That was like
we gotta talk about
it.
It
went crazy. Like, what was your experience with that?
Well, was there more to that?
No.
Well, I'll add more to that.
Yeah,
I think there's a lot of people that have like viral things that they're a part of, right? I think with you, maybe there wasn't like a sound that was like attached to it, but then now with that, like I always ask people, how often do you have people just coming and like screaming, "Not my name quarterback"? Like I imagine you walking across the street and someone's like on the other side, just like, "Not my name quarterback."
Just throwing a football at you.
Yeah, exactly.
It was, it was pretty surreal because when we filmed that scene, the last thing that I was thinking when we were filming it was, this is gonna go viral. You know what I mean? You can't really predict virality in that sense. Like there's some things like you can stretch, like you can try to go viral. But like in that scene, it was just like, I don't know what happened. I don't know why it somehow hit the zeitgeist that just people just ran with it. But whatever got word around and whatever gave, I don't know, light to this film, it worked, and it was pretty crazy, like how quickly it became viral, but then also seeing the people that were doing it because it's so easily recreatable. Like it was, you just need 2 people and
a football
or something to throw. Like I got tagged in some crazy videos of people throwing, and then the different versions of it.
It was some funny ones.
It was funny. But yeah, I tried not to even like when it was happening, I was just getting tagged nonstop. I was getting sent stuff, and I didn't know what to do with the information. I was just like, yeah, that's crazy, and then just continue my day. Like it was not something that I really tried to get hung up on. It was cool when the occasional like sports team would do it.
Dude,
and
all the NFL teams did it.
It was nuts.
Yeah.
Like
everybody did. Yeah. We worked with what's it called? Justin Fields' like sister, quarterback of the Jets. Like, he had like a
Justin did it too.
Yeah, Justin did it. Yeah, Justin did it.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It was crazy.
Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston. Everybody.
Yeah.
Interesting from the business side of a movie, how much that helps people even knowing about it, right? But like you said, that you can't even go into it knowing what's gonna go viral. Because it'd be something if you could engineer that, like, hey, this one clip in this movie is gonna go. Because how many extra people watch the movie because of that clip? Like, I don't even know if that can be.
I don't know.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, me personally, that kind of put it on my radar. So
right.
Like,
exactly.
Let me go watch it.
Sick. I mean,
it's awesome.
Yeah. That's. I mean, I don't know if I believe in the saying like all publicity is good publicity, because that's a slippery slope. But in this case, this was. I mean, we couldn't have asked for a better way to market the film. It was a pretty harmless trend in a sense where like it didn't go viral for anything like inappropriate, I would say.
Yeah.
And so then
perfect.
So it was
awesome.
just like it was pretty cool. So I'm hoping maybe there's something like that in the second film that people either recreate. But yeah, there was definitely, we had to slip in a couple odes to that.
Yeah. I was about to say, that was my next question. In this next film, or do you think there's more? Now, obviously, like you said, it's hard to plan virality, but there are some things that you're like, they're gonna catch on to this one. You know, do you think there's some of that in this next film?
You know, it's interesting because I think like I have a couple of friends that are also musicians, and I ask them this all the time. Like with TikTok being such an engine nowadays, and with it literally, it can feed anything. And so I'm like, as a musician, does this like, do you go into the studio being like, TikTok's gonna eat this one up, or like there's gonna be a trend here, or like, is that part of? And I've had a few that have been a bit on the fence about it, a few that are so far right, so far left in that sense. And I think you have to be conscious of it. You have to be aware, but that can't be your driving force when trying to be creative. Like there were a few times when, because I was pretty heavily involved with like the creating of the second one, because there's no second book, you know what I mean? And so when it got picked up for a second movie, we were like, what? Like what? How?
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, we were like, so over winter break of literally in less than a year ago, we had to like put our heads together, and like we were all in a group chat just throwing shit at the wall, seeing what stuck, and being like, where does this story go? And it was really fun being a part of like almost like the writer's room of that, and being like, and then really ironing out the dialogue and like trying to make it feel more grown up and just evolved from the first. And yeah, there were a couple times where there'd be in those settings, like no idea is a bad idea, but there were a few times where it was like kind of jammed down our throats.
There's some crazy ideas.
There were some crazy ones where they were like,
what's a bad one where you're like, nah, we can't do that?
Well, there was just a couple times where it just seemed forced, where they were like, this would be a perfect time to say it. And I was like, maybe we shouldn't. And I think like it's a very fine line when you're trying to pay respect and like almost, I think we did it in a way, having seen the final cut, I think we did it in a way that is like, because how do you do it in a way that's not like super cringy and not being like, guys, look, we did it. Like, here's a respect.
I'll be honest though, in the world of 6'7s, super cringy. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes it might hit. Like 100%. You never know. But
and so there is a part in it where I think people will either get a kick out of or be like, ugh. And so who's to say? It's subjective.
That is what it is, though.
You kind of have to lean in, like,
for sure, exactly.
I think we did it in a way that was
not cringy.
Tasteful.
That's a good word. That's a good word. No, you killed it. I watched the first one. Sienna killed it. Curious, like the on-screen romance. Like, how does that not turn into something? I feel like y'all have such great chemistry, bro. For real, because you both are single. So I'm like, bro, so many times I feel like actors will just start dating from those scenarios.
Yeah.
That's a great question.
But I feel like that's super common, right?
Yeah, I mean,
100%.
super common.
It definitely is.
And like, bro, you guys are together for whatever it is, 2-3 months filming together, like intimate scenes in bed. Probably. I haven't seen the second one. But I don't know. That was just a thought that I had.
No, I feel you.
Attractive girl, like, bro.
When it comes to movies, I think that's definitely like the thought process.
The thing.
Like actors and actresses, like, man, I don't know. Like, even I don't know.
Look, I think with this having been this is my first film, so like I can only talk to my experience and just say that you try your best to keep it as professional as possible, but when you're spending that much time with someone and you're being acting is vulnerable as hell, and so when you're all of a sudden like on day one, nice to meet you, I'm Noah, and then having to make out, and it's like, let's get to know each other. You know,
that's another. Like, are the kissing scenes? Where do they fall? Because obviously, like movies aren't all shot in like chronological order,
right?
But like, do they normally give you like some time? Because I was a child actor. Like I remember,
Wait, what?
I didn't know. It sounds crazy. I did.
What were you in?
Was not much. I was in a regional McDonald's commercial dancing for chicken nuggets and Nick stuff, but it is. But no. So like, I think it was interesting though. So like, some directors will just have you like any sort of intimate stuff. Hey, let's knock it out of here. Like let's get it done. But then like later on, I don't know. Sometimes they like you to like form some sort of comfortability. Were any sort of flirty scenes and whatnot just done early on, or was that just like a?
Well, yeah. So I think in the first film, the most intimate scene we had was shot like on day 4. And so not a ton of time to really.
Yeah, it's within a week.
Like, yo, what's going on?
But then
nice to see you.
You have to keep it like really professional. But then that being said, like it was my first movie, so I don't know what professional meant, and so it was like we had amazing people on set that made everyone super comfortable. She was an absolute trooper about it, and we had an intimacy coordinator that kind of like talked us about our like comfortability levels, and so it was a very safe environment. And I think you kind of have to do like there's no like pamphlet. There might be actually, but like I didn't read it, and all I know is that I think growing up with 2 sisters, like I like to think that I know how to make a girl feel comfortable, and I was just very reassuring with her, and I was like, hey, if at any moment you like tell me what works, tell me where I can put things that like whether it looks good on camera, whether you're comfortable with it. And so it's just dialogue, right? Like it's kind of like dancing with. It's just like
true. It's also I think like doing your job though as well.
100%,
like,
100%.
It's more so like a
And y'all are both single. I feel like it'd be wild if someone were married. Like I don't know how I would feel about it if my wife is just. I don't know. I'm just thinking through scenarios.
I think it's work though too. At the end of the day, it's work. It's work. It's something that I think you do, and also. It's an art form. I think like acting is something that you have
spoken like a true child.
Yeah, I mean,
star,
no,
bro.
exactly, no. But like real talk, it's something that
like
for it to be a good product, you have to be able to like delve into the character and feel the same emotions that they might need to. Otherwise, you're not. I don't think like doing as good of a job as you possibly could.
100%.
So, yeah, no. I have some questions for you though.
Yeah,
I'm a huge sports fan. I'm a huge sports nut. I'm like super duper into
Love
it.
Let's get into
You're
it.
a huge soccer guy.
Yeah.
World Cup coming here next year. Question for you is what in this country needs to happen in that World Cup, or just in general, for soccer to be a bigger sport, or just as big as some of the other major sports here?
Oof, what a question.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what you think.
Oh my gosh. Well, to be fair, I haven't spent a ton of time like thinking about this, so this is like
it's kind of on the spot. So.
Yeah, but it's nice though because we can kind of like dissect it together. I don't know. I think it's just like the history of it. I think that's what makes the MLB so successful in the US. I think the NFL, like I just think these sports have been around. Obviously soccer's been around for a super long time as well, but it's I don't know. Like I think it is growing and for the better. Like I think you have guys like obviously like David Beckham coming in and starting Inter Miami, and then
Messi.
like you bring guys like Messi, and then with that comes the young. I think for a while MLS especially has been this like it's almost been this culmination of retired legends or soon to be retired legends coming over, and so that's how you almost get the marketability of some of these teams, and then you mix them with like young US talent, and kind of growing up in that system. It was always, I don't know, like it was really cool when you had someone on the first team or whatnot, on the professional team that has had that experience, and that is like the locker room guy, and you can kind of like talk to about. And so I think now it's about getting, like, we have those close to retired legends that are going to fill the seats, you know what I mean? And now I think it's about getting, like, making these league as competitive as possible. And I think I just read it the other day. I don't know. I don't want to say anything without spreading false information, but there was something about, like, I think that you know how, like, we were just talking before we were rolling about like the Premier League and us being United supporters. Like, there is in those leagues like the fear of relegation.
No,
and
exactly.
Like,
MLS doesn't have that.
MLS doesn't have
playoffs.
that. But I think there is the league right under called the USL Championship that I think they're gonna start like doing a
relegation system.
A relegation promotion system.
That'd be sick.
That'd be sick.
That
they should do that with football.
Yeah, they should. Yeah,
that alone, it like promotes the underdog story, and it also like you're fighting for something. Like if you finish bottom of the league, it's like, all right, we'll get them next year, and there's no stakes.
Yeah,
I think I'm a big supporter of that.
Are you a supporter of relegation in American sports?
Yeah, 100%.
That would be fine. I think genuinely,
I actually mess with it.
So like, say the bottom like MLB team, like say the worst MLB team,
it could go
the
to
Chicago
any
White
sport.
Sox. It's like, well, now you're in AAA.
Yeah, I like it for college football. Kentucky has the worst record in the SEC.
Yeah,
now you're in the Big 12.
No, exactly. Yeah,
right?
That'd be crazy. That would
I
be
love
crazy.
it.
Yeah,
I think it raises the stakes, and I think if you're getting like,
I think it would raise hell. People would be
going
crazy.
Yeah. Oh my
people would be going crazy.
But soccer.
That's actually a great point.
Where do you think we'd rank if our best athletes played soccer?
That's a great question.
That's always
a great question. Yeah.
Say there's
if soccer was the #1 sport in America, do you think we'd be dominating World Cups?
I think we'd be doing a lot better than we are now. I think. I mean, we have some freak athletes. I mean, every country has like those freak athletes, but I think that, like, our sport culture here, we just have so many options to what to play as a kid. And I think, like, you get roped into one thing and it's like, all right, let's see how far you can go in this thing. I mean, growing up, but it's also promoted to, like, play everything growing up. And I think that helped my coordination with everything. Like, I think playing basketball helped my, like, vision with soccer. And then, like, me playing football helped my hand-eye coordination with, not that I need it in soccer all that much because you're playing with your feet, but it helps everything. Like, it helps everything truly. And so I think in sport, like in foreign countries, they grow up and they're trained from the gates, like
only soccer
or only cricket or only whatever it is. But like here we just have so many options. But I do think like if you had, like, if we put LeBron in that,
it's reps. LeBron a goalkeeper.
LeBron a goalie. That I think it'd be a problem.
Odell in the field.
It's such a fun conversation. Odell was a stud, by the way.
Was he soccer?
Yeah, he played soccer.
Odell had like an opportunity to go overseas at like 13.
Yeah, he was a baller.
I didn't know that actually.
Yeah,
no, he's insane. But imagine like Xavier Worthy going up.
Oh my God, Wemby.
It's like,
what's going on, Wemby?
Wemby, he'd be playing for France though. He could play though. He could actually play soccer.
It'd be crazy. Yeah, that is a cool thing. I bet like with like how good AI is getting, I bet you can like do some simulation.
Low key,
of, like,
that would actually be interesting.
Put these guys on the field against so and so and just see what happens.
Does AI scare you at all?
That's a good question.
Scare me? What a pivot. Yeah.
Well, actually, that is big with acting.
I think it is big with acting. I think it's like just because I'm now seeing like, I don't know if you've seen like all like the fake Pixar like
bro, it's crazy.
like the trailers.
You saw the Jake Paul thing?
Yes. No, but there's just so many different like there's like fake videos and whatnot that are like crazy. I don't know. Like I figure at some point it's gonna get integrated into like movies, but maybe in a cool way because like production companies are paying like millions and millions of dollars to get like 3D renders done of whatnot, and then AI's making it in 12
that's what
seconds.
the whole strike is
about.
Yeah.
Because they could take they could just input all the footage from the first two movies and then make a third on their own.
Truly, which is
that's terrifying.
In like 5 minutes.
Yeah. I'm constantly like in this limbo, and I think it's like I don't think I'd want it any other way. Like I like the ability, I like having the ability to be like, that's pretty cool,
right?
But then also
right.
being like, well, it takes away like the human experience, or it takes away like I don't think it'll ever be able to tell a unique story like a human can. But I think I don't know. I think if it can be used as a really helpful tool, and I think if it's applied in that way, sick. Like like you were saying, if we're paying hundreds of $1 million for these crazy like FX or we're doing all these things for like, I mean, these big blockbuster movies you see, and it's like, yeah, some of these things that they're paying the money for can easily be saved with like how good AI can possibly get. And it's like, I don't know. I think if we use it as a tool, it's like really exciting. I think if it gets put in the wrong hands, and it's like with anything, but like if it's put in the wrong hands, it could be scary. Yeah. And I'm hoping it goes to the former.
I hear you. I got like 3 country AI songs like loaded on my phone. Do you really?
Are they bangers?
I mean, I'll play some for you.
I got it.
Ridiculously out of pocket.
They did a good 50 Cent one. They made it a soul song. Have you heard that one?
I've not heard
that one. Many Men.
Oh man, they made it like the remix. No, the one that's going viral on TikTok right now, the Brazilian funk song.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
That's AI.
It's literally AI. It's fully AI. So it's actually like a Brazilian funk song from like mid 2000s. It's like super raunchy. Yeah. And then like they put it into AI and like made it 80s disco. And then now it's like it's like it's
wild.
Like the original song you would never like. It's the same song, but like you would never know.
It's gonna get to the point. There's a Noah Beck movie that you had no part in.
Yeah, that's
when you're not gonna make any of that money somehow. And there's gonna be like a lawsuit. It's gonna be crazy.
And like, what if it's really good? And like, what if I'm really good in it?
Yeah.
Like, do I get pissed?
You get mad?
Do I sue or am I like?
You win an Oscar.
You win an Oscar for an AI movie.
You're like, hey. That's you.
That's actually crazy. How dystopian is that? There might be an AI award at the Oscar.
Honestly, that's probably gonna be it. Yeah,
that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like a whole rabbit hole we can go down.
I ask you this. So obviously playing a college quarterback now.
Yeah.
You played college soccer as well. What sport do you think requires more athleticism and coordination?
Soccer or football?
Yeah.
Whew.
There's one right answer here.
I'm on that side too, but yeah. I'm interested to see what you can say, because
oh man,
he's a college football player, you're a college soccer player.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, this isn't even like, I don't want this to sound like a PR answer, but I think they're both so individualized to what is required of them.
Yeah.
But what's like, how'd you word the question again?
Like, I think which one takes more athleticism and coordination?
Well, those are different.
Oh, okay. Coordination is definitely soccer.
Okay, athleticism.
Okay, we'll say athleticism. Athleticism.
Athleticism. Yeah. Just pure athleticism alone. Because then it's positional as well, right?
I hear that. It is positional.
Yeah. So it's apples to oranges, I feel like. I think.
Oh man.
I think both to play at the highest level, you have to be a specimen. Like you have to be a freak.
You can say that about any sport, though.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm really
we need
trying
an
to play
answer.
this safe
No
right
PR.
You are playing it safe, man.
Playing it safe.
You can just say soccer if you think so.
But I don't. I'm not married to that either. Like, as a soccer player, I understand that. Like, there's it is a very unique coordination that it does not translate for every other sport. However, I'm not saying a soccer player could go to because you take a soccer player. It's funny when. I don't know who I saw, but you take like one of the best soccer players in the world and you go ask him to throw a first pitch at an MLB game.
Oh, yeah,
it's like
a problem.
Can't do it.
What the hell? But then you ask anyone in the US, like any professional soccer player on the US team, they'll probably know how to throw a baseball because that's just part of culture growing up. So it's really interesting to see which translates, but ultimately it's what translates is your experience, and if you grew up doing both, then you might be able to do both. But
now, have you seen Myles Garrett? Do you know who that is?
Freak.
Okay. Yeah. There's no Myles Garrett in soccer. Like, there's the ability to have that size and power, the speed.
Yeah, he's a freak.
Like that's a different thing.
That type of athlete.
That's what I'm talking about. Athleticism, right? Like for me, it's the size and the ability to do it at that level.
But there are there's like the Virgil van Dijks of the world who's like
freak.
Huge. He's also a freak. Like he's huge. He's very coordinated with his footwork. He's able to stop and start with some of the fastest and shiftiest players. Kyle Walker's like there's some real athletic crazy people, but they're in that realm.
Right.
Like,
I think it's
because Myles Garrett would be useless on a soccer
physically
pitch.
moving people requires a different level of athleticism than I think cutting. Because he could cut too.
That's
he
true.
could do what a soccer player could do, but he could also move 300 pounders.
100%. I think it's so catered to like what is necessary. Because like, I think, when you're a soccer player, you're not training for like size. Whereas on the football field, you need to be big and powerful. And so I think like the guys that have like really optimized the best build for like a complete soccer player. It's like you see guys like Cristiano Ronaldo, who is an absolute like robot when it comes to like staying young somehow. He's kind of like the LeBron in that sense where it's just like he can be 40 and still competing.
They put him in a lab during the offseason.
No, insane.
He's a monster.
Insane.
It's taking the blood of children.
Yeah, true. Hey, whatever it costs.
Whatever it costs.
Yeah.
I'm like, why does it cost millions, man? Like, that's what's happening.
It's pretty nuts. Like any of these guys that are able to do that at the highest level, it's pretty nuts. But yeah, you have a guy like Ronaldo who's can jump, can run at that age. It's pretty insane. But yeah, he doesn't need to be 300. Big. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then you got like even a guy, like I met him at where did we meet? At an MLB All-Star game, funny enough. I met DK Metcalf.
Oh my God, freak. Dude, 5% body fat, 6'5",
he's
240.
It doesn't make sense.
He's a joke.
Running a 4.3. He's different.
And then like imagining him with like some foot coordination, I'm like,
exactly.
Put him at the wing. He'd be
Who's
insane.
stopping DK?
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of size though, no one neck. I gotta ask you, bro. What's the neck routine, dog? Like, how do you get those traps?
I mean,
you know about this, Gary?
I have not seen this. No,
it was a whole thing. So you're doing a dance, right? And bro's just got the biggest traps of all time.
Oh,
it became like a whole thing.
It was.
You gotta like work at it every day, huh?
I mean, I just kind of like pushed him forward, and at the time, like it was so. I remember like the conversation before it so vividly. It was with a friend of mine, and we were like, "Let's film this video," and I was just like, I'm just gonna like take a piss out of it in the back. Like I'm just gonna be doing whatever. And so like I had like weights and I was like doing a dance. And it was just like a testament to that time of 2020 when you can put your phone down and like stare at the camera and get millions of views. Like it was ridiculous. And so I was like, I think I just got so comfortable with literally doing whatever in front of the camera. And so he was like, I'm gonna be like doing the dance serious. And I was like, all right, I'll just be in the back like mocking it almost. And so for some reason, I like decided to like full on like flex the thing and like put my traps out.
Oh, dude, some DK Metcalf.
Oh no, it's crazy.
Traps. It's literally
just
absurd.
like huge.
Yeah. It went crazy.
That was a whole thing. I also think it was like a lack of creativity as well because I think people literally, for the longest time on my iPhone, and that's like the day it clicked for me. I was like, when you type in Noah Beck and you don't put like, if you accidentally pick one of the letters around the B and it like autocorrects to neck. And so I was like, wait, is this where it came from? I was like, wait, is it like a culmination of the two where people just got lazy and like didn't even
It just rhymes. It rhymes.
Exactly.
You gotta
it has a nice ring to it.
Yeah,
like the alliteration of the N. And I was like, whatever.
Yeah. If your social media got wiped today, like what would be your strategy to get back to like doing what you're doing now?
Well, I don't even know if I would
I saw
try
Duke
to get
Dennis
back to
answers
it.
this. It was like a big thing with Speedy.
Oh, really?
Talking about like the strategy of like social media. Like say like today like you're at 0.
Right?
Okay,
like, so this is assuming that I
do?
do want to get back to it. Because I was going to say like,
would you,
if I just disappeared?
You don't think you would care to?
Well, I would really like to hope that I could continue with acting. And like if that's without social media, cool. But I do love social media. So like I'd probably want to somehow try to get it back.
Yeah.
However, I think like so this is just talking like my advice to someone that
or just like what would you do?
Yeah, like how would you get it back? If you walk out the door right now, you start with 0. What's the strat?
I guess I would really try to tap into like I would almost have like a one for you, one for me type method where I would try to really stay up to date with like the trends, and I would make sure I'm like doing all the trends, but then in between those trends, doing something that showcases what I bring, whether that's like personality or if I'm like trying to be educational. I know a lot of people that do a really good job of that. And yeah, so I think it would be that. I think it would be a mix of being like persistent and being really consistent with these trends, but then also throwing in a mix of like, all right, well, if that trend hit and it went viral, you're now on my page. And if it's kind of like building that catalog of like, that video brought you here, now here's what I have to offer. And if you look at my videos, maybe it's a mix of, the trends and then, oh, there's more to him. Yeah, I think I'm just trying to kind of articulate like kind of sort of what I've been trying to do in the past like 5 years. Like
it's worked.
Yeah, 100%. Like I think I would just try to do that because if it worked once, maybe it'll work again. Because ultimately I only know what I know, and like it was very much that growing up where it was, or not growing up, but starting out with social media, it was doing something that was trending and being like, all right, well, that did better than that, but then I'm gonna do something that I know is not gonna go viral, but will at least like
add value to someone looking at your profile. That makes sense.
Make me a bit more three-dimensional. As opposed to just being like, this guy just does trends. You know nothing about him.
I haven't heard his voice before.
Exactly.
There are some people that I'm like,
you don't even know what they sound like.
I don't know. Because I kind of like popped off on TikTok as well. Like that's how I got like my start in this whole career. But like it was also just like, I don't know. I think it's interesting like the difference or like or just like how vast the like different content creators are. It's like Kobby Lane most like followed, and he's
crazy.
Like it's insane that like I don't know. There's so many different ways.
Dope sports rants. So he's just like,
sick.
I just scream at my phone.
Literally. Hell yeah.
About that and
so it's so interesting.
And the Bridgerton stuff.
That's funny. So even that like. You would have a different strategy than I would because we just know different things. Niches. And like Kobby would definitely have different strategies than we would.
Exactly.
Like,
true.
Depends
what you.
Yeah, that's probably what I would
agree
do.
With you. I think it's important. Like even if you do have like, even if you have those things that you know are going to perform on social, it's important to have the ones that like introduce people to you or like whatever your interest is though, too. Because I think that's what makes you. Like I feel like happier at the end of the day. It's like like you know like what I'm somewhat about. If I'm gonna be putting myself out there, my face is all over the internet and whatnot. Like I also want you to know like who I am to a certain extent as a person. So I feel like
also making something that you would like to see as well.
Yeah.
If you're on the other, if you're the audience.
I like on some general like content creating stuff. If anybody like asks like me or any of my friends, I think it's important to just know like everybody has their own interest, and like if you can hold a conversation, you can be a content creator.
Right.
Because like your interest can be interesting to other people as well. Like even I mean like dude, there's guys that go viral because they like trains and whatnot. And it's not that like I'm into trains at all.
Right.
Like I could care less about trains. Like no, this dude he walks around, he puts his camera on.
Exactly.
I forgot what his name is. Dude, he puts his like camera on, he's like chasing the train.
Oh, he's awesome.
And like he's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you care about trains?
No,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know anything about trains, but the thing is, I like watching. Exactly, I love that he cares about trains. So I think it's like
interesting.
It's nice to see that people like have their own interests, and their way of expressing that is like really that what connects with all of us as human beings.
Yeah, it's
to be
cool.
Able to go,
it's
like,
cool
viral.
seeing people light up like that. Like because I have no interest in trains, but then like seeing him talk about them, I'm like, it almost makes me
want to be interested in trains.
Like trains.
It makes me a bit like. At times, I could imagine as well, like, not in a bad way, but it could probably make people, like, envious of him that he's so passionate about something. Like, it's cool to see someone light up when they talk about something to the point where they're like, I wish I had something to be that passionate about. And so it kind of brings this different thing to the table of, like, I don't know. I think content creation has evolved so much from when I started to now, like, where it's truly like a search engine. And it could be whatever you want. Like it could be, if you want to escape for 2 hours and just scroll, you can do that. If you want to be educated, find a new recipe, find a new workout or whatever, and just like, it's pretty crazy. Like the amount of content there is now. Yeah.
Cool. All right, we'll end on this. I gotta ask you about dating stuff. All right.
Oh God.
What's
oh God.
We'll rapid fire through. I got a few for you.
Okay.
What's like the go-to DM for you on Instagram? You see a beautiful woman, I need to reach out to her. What are you saying? what works, what hasn't worked.
I feel like, do you ever shoot the DMs or do they just come to you? I'm like,
it's so funny that you asked that because like a week ago, someone told me or asked me in person the same thing. They were like, "Do you ever like DM? Like, how do you go about like reaching out to someone?" And I was like, I try to keep it not for any reason, just like I try to keep it offline as much as I can. So like if I see someone at a party or if I see someone at an event, like I'd much rather it that way.
Yeah.
And then it's just the classic.
Hey,
I'm Noah. Like, nice to meet you.
Yeah, introduce yourself.
Yeah, it's much more just conversational, and there's not like I don't have like a secret formula that works every time.
Line.
Yeah, like I don't have any of that. But it's like, and so yeah, that's where it does. Because I would also overthink like crazy if I shot a DM to someone.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, I have so much more to say. But it's like, it's weird when you type it because you want to keep it like.
Nah, I type it all.
Yeah.
You do?
I'm
send them a paragraph.
Look,
I'm going to keep it a buck. Like,
oh, no, bro. Like, yeah, no, I'm going to keep it a
crazy.
buck with you, bro. You're drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah.
I'd crawl 1,800 miles just to be able to say hi to you in a light.
I respond to that. Yeah,
no, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Respond to
no,
that.
I let it all out. If I was, I'm dating now. I have a girlfriend now. But
I feel like on a certain level, she's gonna respond regardless of what you say too, right? Like if she goes on your profile and she likes you,
like if
it's creative enough, maybe it might get you over the top.
If it's Noah Beck.
True.
And she's you just say hi, and it's like oh my
just
god,
put a dot.
Yeah.
How much has that changed though? Like given popularity or like fame, like it just in terms of like what your day-to-day process is whenever it comes to communicating to other people, because I think that's an interesting thing for like my friends and whatnot, because I've seen some of them go from like being completely non-known to now like millions and millions of followers.
Yeah.
And, like, it's interesting. Like, how did you prepare for that at all, or did it come natural to you, or like what has it been like?
The impact of like notoriety, you're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely didn't prepare for it. I don't know if you can.
No.
I didn't really ask for it. But I'm very grateful for the access that it's given me. I'm very grateful for it's pretty nuts to say that like having the ability to like take a picture with someone can make their day. And that's pretty cool. And I think it's not something I take for granted, because I know that one day I'm gonna wake up and no one's gonna want a photo. So it's like really just appreciating like these days. Like obviously I'm human. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna wake up one day, and if I'm just having an absolute terrible day and I just received the worst news in the world and I go out and I want to get a cup of coffee to make it a little bit better, and there's like a high school field trip at that coffee shop.
Name, quarterback.
Yeah.
That is the last.
You're going through it. It's like the worst day of your life.
Bro,
You're like, shut up.
I unfortunately would not know. Like I do not know what I would do in that situation.
I can't imagine like finding out my family members in the hospital or something crazy.
It's like 30 little girls.
It's just like I just went through a breakup. There's like there's health issues in the family. I'm like trying to go just relax, take a walk.
Yeah.
Not my name, quarterback.
100%. And it's like
the car driving by.
Like
Talk
about like, it's crazy.
I was like, that's so funny.
Talk about like putting your character to the test. It's like, well, that's not even like fair to say, because that's not even something that that anyone should really have to like deal with. Like when you're like, we're all human. Like if you're going through a really bad day, fame or not, like people should understand that like, oof, maybe he's just going through it. But then unfortunately, like you only get your first impression with some of these people. And so if like a fan comes up and I'm having a bad day and they're just like really calm and like cool about it, being like, hey, could I just like, I don't think I've ever said no to a photo. Like I can't like, but I think I've gone off on a bit of a tangent here, but I think I know what is like kind of expected now, and I know how to act, and I know, not that I never did, but I'm just trying to get to the point where it's like my friends that I grew up with and like family and stuff like that, they didn't ask for this. So when I'm with them, it's really hard to, I don't know. It's hard to please both sides of like, look, guys, I want to.
It's hard to serve both. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, it's amazing because like I love amusement parks, and at an amusement park, like we're able to skip the lines now. Like that's dope. But then that being said,
it's like the benefit, but then also
everyone
exactly.
Yeah, everybody's like
exactly in between those things, like
what a jerk, he's skipping the line.
Yeah,
you think
like
you're better than us?
Yeah,
not my name, quarterback. It's like this. No.
Yeah, so it's I try to be like really self-aware about like, look, I'm just doing my best, and as much as I can be a good person about it, but like as long as there's equal understanding on all sides of like, look, because I have these eyes on me now, doesn't mean I'm always going to be in the best mood ever.
Yeah.
But it also doesn't give me the, like, I'm also not going to be, I don't know, this, like, entitled to be a jerk about anything. So, yeah. And I think I have a good friend and family support group that keeps me grounded. And so that's nice. And
you
so
need that.
it honestly hasn't, like, to answer your question in short, it hasn't affected like anything.
Yeah.
In a sense where, like, my days look the same, and
that's good.
I really try to just, like, the most mundane things make me happy, and that's, like, I never want to lose that, because if it starts to get to a point where I'm like, this no longer makes me happy, I got to do the next biggest thing to find that joy. It's like, that's a slippery slope, and if all of a sudden, like, I need to have this. I need to be on a yacht to be happy. It's like, that's oof. Tough. Like, you gotta unpack that.
Exactly.
Like, I just, I'm pretty simple. Like what we were talking about before. Like, I don't leave the crib that much. Like, I'm kind of just like, just chilling. Yeah,
I'm chilling, man. A farm, a smoker, some brisket,
bro. Kieran's brisket, crazy.
Oh, I gotta try that.
I'm telling you, man.
All right, perfect first date.
Perfect first date. Perfect.
Like, say your celebrity crush right now. You get to meet her, you get her number, and you're like, hey, this is what we're doing on this day.
It's a good question. See, like, how do you set the bar? Like, at an appropriate height? Because, like, if it's too high. If I go too romantic and I'm like, oh,
it's too much for a first date.
It's the moment I've been waiting for. Like, if it's a celeb crush.
There's different philosophies here.
Yeah. It's like, I want to work up to that.
But then you also want to impress her.
Exactly. So where do you meet in the middle? And I think, like, I don't know. Boring to say, like, dinner, but I think there's
dinner's perfectly fine. That's not boring at all. I do.
Yeah. A nice intimate dinner. I think, like, it allows you to conversate. It allows you to. I think the right dinner spot is important as well.
Yeah. Is there a specific sushi, Italian, doesn't matter, just whatever?
Yeah, what's your cuisine of choice?
I'd put the ball in her court to see, like, or I'd at least ask, because then I know, because then it's like that, because then again, I'm always on this thing of like
6'7".
I want exactly. Like, I want to be decisive and be like, this is what we're doing. But then I also like, what if she hates that?
Yeah, no, exactly.
I'm like, we're doing sushi, and she's like,
it's too
I'm allergic to exactly. It's too nuanced, and so I'm like,
she's allergic to seafood.
It's very person dependent.
Like, hey, look, before
we're gonna go do this. I would hate that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, my fault. Well, like we're not gonna do that.
Girls do
what do you want to do?
Though, I think.
No, I think
like, hey, I have an 8 p.m. at restaurant X.
They like the plan, but also you have to ask the questions beforehand. So
I think on the first date, feeling the vibe. Like, if I have a relationship with this girl beforehand and we're like friends, and I know how she works, and like maybe I got a little inside scoop of her previous boyfriend, and like she didn't like if I was like
research
here. if I was playing long game.
Research?
I'm big on long game.
Okay, I hear you.
I'm big.
Keep going.
I'm big on that.
You're cooking.
Yeah, I'm big on just like, just being friends with everyone, and then like, if it leads to something great, but if not, then you have a friend, and it's like, I don't like to look at it as all or nothing. Like, we need to date, or we're like, you're nothing to me, and you know what I mean. And so like, there's a lot of girls that have kind of played this. I haven't played the long game, but it's like I've been friends with, and it's led to something that, you know, maybe we've gotten a dinner, and maybe it's been amazing, and on the flip side, maybe it wasn't a vibe, and it was just like, maybe we're better off friends. And it's like this mutual
Let you know right
thing.
now, it'd be cool for now until you get in that relationship. Then it's like, oh, all of your friends you dated? Like,
true. No. Exactly. But I hear you. No, 100%. That's why I'm like, I'm very particular with who. I'm picky, honestly, to say it bluntly. Like, I'm very picky, and like, I don't go on a lot of dates.
Turn it up.
But when I do, I like to be sure about. Like, I'm not a serial dater in a sense where, like, I know some friends that are like, just do it. Like, it's like just go to dinner, you know, and like feel it out. And I'm like, yeah, but I have so many other things that I could do that night.
The opportunity cost. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like. Then it's starting to cut into my sleep. Then it's starting to like, and so it's like this constant thing. But
then you don't know if you don't see her too.
Exactly. And so, yeah, again, it's the, go on, you can say
6, 7, yeah.
I'm constantly on that teeter-totter of like seeing both sides. And I don't know. I think some nights I'm feeling it. Some nights I'm just like, But yeah, I do think, but I'm also big on like a group setting.
Huge on that.
For a first time.
Huge on
Wait,
that.
that's actually a hot take.
Huge on
like
introducing. I think that's the perfect first date though. Is meeting someone while with your group of friends, and then just be like, hey, like we're doing this later together. You should like pull up.
Yeah.
And then like everybody's
with the
just
friends
having a
or
good time.
by just you.
No, like her, like tell her friends to pull up too. Whatever it is, like a huge.
Less pressure.
Like it's a group setting. It's comfortable.
I like the organic group setting, like the happenstance of an organic group setting meet. But I'm not gonna be like, hey, on our first date, you bring your friends, I bring mine. I like meeting in that sense, and then if it works out, great. If it doesn't, then it's like then there's no pressure.
Not a date, more so just like a group hang, and then you can ask for a date later
so
on.
It's not even a date then, but that's how you meet.
It's not even like you can meet and then invite her to like a group setting, and it's more like friendly in that way. And then it's like, hey, like, I got to know your vibe a little bit more. Now I'd like to ask you like on a date.
100%. Like I like the group setting being the meet cute because you're like,
I like that too.
Yeah, because then you can, there's no pressure on it to be like, oh, we need to be talking this whole night. It's like I can turn to my left and talk to my homie here, and then it's like, but then if we're attached hip to hip and we're not stop talking, I'm like, all right, we got to get, let's get out of here, or like let's do this another night, just me and you,
for sure.
And that's like the best case scenario.
That's valid.
And then what you gather from that night, you can use in your date, and that's when you can start being decisive and being like,
okay.
If we get into what kind of cuisine she's into.
There's no dead moment in conversation whenever you have a bunch of people around.
Like that's
and
like,
funny things come up with a group atmosphere. Yeah.
You can see how people think too.
Exactly.
Like, she gets to see how you interact with your
friends.
friends.
Honestly, the girl you date, how she interacts with your friends in a group setting, that's big.
Yeah.
And I'm a big dinner first date and then activity second date guy.
Love an activity. Yeah. I was just about to say whether it's like whether it's coupled up in that, whether it's like a dinner and a movie or a dinner and like mini golf to be cliche. That was the first thing that came to mind. Or like something like that. To see, I don't know, there's just more to.
Yeah, I'm huge on the cliche dates too. I don't get the hatred of them.
The rom-com
the mini golf, they're cliche for a reason because they're fun activities to get to know people and do stuff. Like it's I don't know. I'm big on that.
Yeah, but then like 4 or 5 dates in, if it gets to that, then I'm kind of a hopeless romantic, and then that's when I can start to have fun and be like, all right, now within those dates, if we've really
what are we? Is that what you?
No, I was gonna say
I love you.
No. If we've gotten to the point where I've like really done research in a sense where then you can start to kind of like plan some more elaborate dates and more detailed,
like a trip or something.
Yeah, exactly. But I think the first
trip.
1 or 2.
5 dates.
5 is crazy.
Trip?
No, what about day trip?
A day trip? Yeah, like yo, let's go to San Diego. Yeah. That's cool.
That's cool.
Don't act like
you said trip. I was like,
yeah.
You're Mr. Love Bomb over here, Karen.
Love
Don't
Bomb
act
is crazy.
like this guy.
Love Bomb is crazy. No, I have Love Bombed a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love is great. Love is great. Love.
I would cook for a woman on a second date for sure.
You have?
No, I said I would. Like, I would definitely.
Yeah,
I'd do everything.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
for sure.
Celebrity crush?
You have one growing up?
I did. Emma Watson growing up for me.
Hermione.
And
Harry Potter. All right.
Less of that realm because she was young in that. So I don't know how.
You were young.
You were young too.
This is true.
You were younger.
Yeah, I know, but if I say it now, it's weird.
No,
I would say, like Emma Watson, but specifically in Beauty and the Beast.
Oh wow. Okay.
In the live action Beauty and the Beast, I really, she was just like the perfect girl to me
Oh,
in
that's
that.
sick.
I liked Lily Collins growing up. You guys know who that is?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
From Emily in
Who's that?
Paris.
Yeah. Emily in Paris.
I first got introduced.
okay, yeah,
She
yeah.
was the sister in Blindside, and that's when
She is.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. I didn't think about that.
Interesting.
That's a great point. Yeah.
yeah, very niche.
That was. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the
Football movie.
sister in Blindside being
Yeah.
the one
Yeah,
that like did it for
I was
you.
like,
That's
wait.
the
one.
No,
Yeah, I think that those two growing up, and then like your classic like Natalie Portman as like Padme.
Oh, yeah,
of
So
course.
it's
Oh my
like,
gosh.
Of course.
man.
Of course.
Gosh.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would go to the dark side for her too, bro.
I'm crashing.
If
out.
I
Yeah.
lost Padme, oh my
yeah,
God, it's
Padme,
wraps.
yeah.
We're
Well,
terrorizing
he's the reason
universe.
why you lost Padme. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
100%.
It's wraps.
100%.
Death Star and all, bro.
My childhood crush was like Brenda Song, but like not in like
Okay.
Zack and Cody, because like Zack and Cody, I couldn't stand her character. I was like, oh, she's like.
Then
Just-
what?
Yeah.
No, it was I saw her in Like Mike. You remember that movie was Bow Wow,
Like
the basketball
Mike.
movie?
Wow.
She's in Like Mike, and I was like, oh wow, is that the girl who played London? Like I was a kid, I was like, oh, she's
Tipton.
pretty, yeah.
That's right.
And then
That's funny.
Yeah, I got older and I saw her When Do You Woo, Homecoming Warrior. That sealed it. I was like,
Wow,
oh, yeah,
wow.
Huh.
And what
That
about
was a good
you?
one.
Growing up, Katy Perry from the Super Bowl halftime show. That did it for me, bro. Crazy,
What
bro.
year?
That's
What
the
was she
most
wearing?
She did California Girls, bro. I fell in love. I was like, oh my gosh.
Wow.
What a
Then she shaved her
song.
head and was like, whatever. But
What
like
an
from that
album.
show,
That's
yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Now it's Tate McRae, dude. Oh my gosh.
Tate McRae.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, cool. You got anything else?
I mean, nah, I think
Yeah.
it was it.
Yeah. Watch the movie.
Yeah,
Everybody.
no, everybody watch the movie. USC
Please.
quarterbacks right
Yeah.
here over here.
If you have
I
some
feel
time,
the pleasure.
go for it.
Got to
Thank
get
you
this
guys
right.
for having
Thank
me.
you, brother.
Yeah,
Appreciate you.
really
That
enjoyed
was
this
fun.
conversation.
Honestly, it's appreciated.
Hell yeah. Cool.
Thanks.
It's a wrap.